And now we're talking about your options when it comes to investing in Hamilton with Trevor from Dominion Lending Centers. Trevor, Hamilton's evolved rapidly in the last couple of years. What's your view on it from an investment point of view?
I think Hamilton is one of the better places, if not the best place to invest in Ontario. All sorts of amazing things going on. We're seeing some international investors now come to Hamilton, and investors from Toronto as well are coming our way.
But why? Why Hamilton all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's, bang for your buck, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. Valuations in Hamilton versus, a Mississauga or even closer to Toronto are a lot better here. And the upside is even that much better too.
Now, what type of mortgages are being offered to somebody who is investing?
Right, so we're seeing, like I said, international investors and others from Toronto coming our way. We have rental properties or investor type mortgages. Some of these investors are professional investors, and so some of them like to put the new property in a corporate name, and those are things we can do. With a 20% down payment, you could get a rental type mortgage or an investor mortgage is what we call them.
So what type of things are going on in the city of Hamilton that makes investors say, hey, you know what, this is a really good place to invest in?
Right. I think, obviously the Pan Am Games are coming our way, but we're also seeing the GO Station evolve. And from a business perspective, that's connecting Hamilton to Toronto and even eventually into the Niagara region.
So are you seeing investors coming in more frequently into the city?
We are, and there's actually been an influx of investors this year, and I think over the next few years we're going to see that as well. I failed to mention McMaster as well, so we're seeing a lot of students coming into the city as well, and they need a place to stay. Investors want to have that option too.
So when you talk about investors and mortgages, are we also talking about rental homes as well? Like you mentioned, people coming into McMaster.
Right, and that's exactly what it is. An investor mortgage is a rental home. Some of the properties an investor will purchase and they'll rent out rooms, and there is a mortgage lender for that. Some people will buy a single family dwelling, and there is a mortgage lender for that sort of thing as well.
Where can somebody go to get more information if they're curious about or even wanting to get an investor's mortgage?
Yeah, they can go to my website, trevordaly.ca.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, Tracy.